guys, welcome back to another episode of Atlas Survival Shelters. I hope you're all doing great. I don't enjoy the video I'm about to do. Okay, I've actually had this video on my camera for a year, and it's actually a video of a bunker somebody else made, and a lady had me come out there and take a look at this bunker to try to help her because the person who sold it to her would not help her, and all they had to do was go out there and add a little lip around it, but they wouldn't do that because I guess some people aren't very ethical or moral, and some people don't have very good integrity. And after getting to know more about these people, it doesn't shock me. So this video is of a small shelter that was supplied to this lady by a company that is a competitor, okay, called Rising S Bunkers. They installed it, I guess, in 2017 or 2018. I don't know, but I filmed this in May 2018, and she said it was about 8 months old at the time. And what they did is they put it too low, and the snow would melt off, and it would just run into it like a sump pump, and it filled with water. And she called them, and they said, "Well, that's your fault, lady. It's not our fault." But they installed it, and they built up a dirt mound with the dirt apparently, and the water ran down and just filled it like a sump. So they could have easily fixed it by just putting a flat bar around it, but instead of trying to work with the lady, they just told her to jump off a freaking cliff. So before you buy a bunker from anybody, including myself, do a background check on the people. Check their lawsuit history, check the complaints on them, also check their criminal record. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if I would do business with a lifelong criminal, but I wouldn't do it. But I guess some people just don't know about everybody. But just do your background checks on people before you buy a bunker from them, okay? There's not many people that do this, but seriously, that's just some good advice, okay? Because you're asking me, someone like me, to save your life. So you want to make sure that I'm ethical and I do it right. Have I ever had a problem with one of my shelters? Absolutely. I have sold a few shelters to people that have put them in themselves that didn't do it exactly right, and the pipe either dented or it got water in it, and even had one flood one time after that Houston flood. It flooded the bunker all the way. Okay? Is it anything wrong with the bunker? No, but you can't put some bunkers in like a high water table or where it's going to flood. And if you don't put it in right and you don't pack the earth around it and you try to cover it with rock or something and the pipe dents, there's nothing wrong with the pipe. This stuff's buried every day. But if you don't put it in right, it can fail. Okay, so you have to do it right. But remember, I make round bunkers, square bunkers, monolithic bunkers. I make all types of different bunkers. But the bunker you're about to see here is a little square bunker. I think it's like an 8 by, maybe an 8 by 12 or something like that. It's very small, 8 by 14. But anyway, I think the video speaks for itself on the quality of the shelter that people make. The difference between what I do and what these people do, and this shelter is what they do on, as far as I can tell from their website, they have pictures. Every one of their bunkers has PVC air pipes. That means the air pipe just goes straight up through the bunker, straight up to the ground. So you can walk up to the pipe, pull off the 90-degree, and you can pour water right into the bunker or onto the blast valve. And if, of course, these people, my God, they are very good. They could tell you a pile of crap is better than a pile of diamonds. They are some slick talkers. That's all I can say. Oh my God, the one guy that manages that place, he should have been an attorney. I'm telling you. Oh man. But anyway, you know what? But these guys have been attacking me and attacking everybody. That's how they win their business. They create a website and they attack everybody. So in the beginning of this video, you're going to see the lady talking about how they're trashing everybody. So she only had one option, was to use them. This is their method of selling, to trash everybody and put them down and make you scared that they're the only ones. But let me tell you what, they're very thin hatch, their homemade air system, their PVC air pipes, I give it all failing grades. It's not good. Not when you can buy a shelter that has a Swiss-made air system, bulletproof hatches, galvanized air pipes that are tamper-proof, that you can't pour water down inside them, and if you did, it would go straight into the ground. Everything about this shelter spells bad to me. Now, you may have a different opinion. If you want to use these people, knock yourself out. But compare apples to apples, okay? And be careful of slick talkers, but enough's enough. I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch this video. This is the lady in Minnesota and her Rising S bunker. So when you go to his website and after reading it.
Yeah, you go to your website, and I consider myself a smart consumer, so you have to investigate everybody else's websites. Well, at his website, he does it for you. So what he does is he trashes all the other people's products, their shelters. So after reading that and studying that, and the website is really put together great. So after reading all of that and studying all that and looking at all the defects in other people's shelters, you're only left with one choice, to buy his. And
so that's your conclusion after looking at his website.
Yes, and I'm not a...
So he's done his job by trashing everybody.
Yes, it's very effective marketing.
Okay.
And I mean, it
today's
convinced me.
May 8th, 2018, and I'm here with one of his customers that he's screwed over. Okay, this is an Rising S shelter out in Minnesota. This hatch isn't even 1/8 inch steel. When I step on it, this is maybe, look at that handle moving. It's probably 14 gauge, 16 gauge. The air pipes is just 2 PVC pipes that you can just push over and break. So they wouldn't handle a moose, much less a nuclear blast. And all these pipes sticking out of the ground, I don't know. This is a hatch from Rising S. Well, that's about, I don't know, 14 gauge steel. All I know is that's not going to stop a bullet or keep anybody out. And then the only thing protecting you is this handle with a little padlock on it. That's it.
See, we had to put this here so we could walk. All this was underwater.
Well, this hatch is so low that any water and they've created a sump by him putting that hill there. Yeah. All the water's going to run down into your shelter and flood it.
Yeah, duh. That's what the expert told me. He goes,
this is water down there.
Fuck.
You come down these stairs and there's a residential door in here with a padlock, and there's water in here, and there's that plastic air system. No way to manually operate it. Oh crud! I stepped in the water. The overpressure blast valve. It's rusted out. And these stairs are all rusty now too. And then the hatch, of course, is for a tornado and only has 2 points of contact and a simple little padlock.
It was muddy because we were walking in it. See, we did that.
Okay, so we're in the Rising S shelter.
It has to be.
I gotta step past the water here. And the steps are rusting all along the edges here. The air valve is completely rusted out. Water
I'm scared to turn anything on because it's...
The air system's that plastic thing and there's water all in here. Battery's sitting in water back there. The jack's all rusted.
See the footprints?
And the door is not, this door's just a regular door. It's not even a security door. And then the hatch itself is just for tornadoes. See that hatch? It's just for tornadoes. So this is a tornado shelter that's been sold as a bomb shelter. And that is not the case. This hatch here, which has on her nuclear fallout shelter, the first things that are wrong, first of all, that's a residential door that opens in. This hatch is for a tornado, and it only has 2 points of contact. So it locks down with that little skinny 3/8 rod over there and over here. And that's it. So this ending qualifies as a tornado hatch, but that's the design. And then the air pipes are made of plastic. Look at this. I mean, they're supposed to be like 6-inch steel, hardened steel, galvanized so they don't ever rust. And this is just not a bomb shelter. It's just a tornado shelter with a homemade air system stuck in it that is called a bomb shelter. And it's below the grade, so it's flooding. See how high that ground is right there? So all the water's coming down and it's flooding the bunker. Okay, so this is going down the stairs and the door to a rise and nest bunker. It's just a residential door with a padlock. And of course the hatch is just a tornado hatch with a 2-point locking system. See that? That's it. This little thing right here is just protecting you from vandals and looters and marauders. This little 3/8 bar. And then this little skinny hydraulic jack. So that's it. So the hatch is below those things right there. So the hatch needs to be raised up a foot, but and that will keep the snow out. But as far as the nuclear blast shelter goes, nobody would put PVC pipes in there. That's just a joke. And that hatch is not even tornado rated. It only has a 2-point connection. There's a solar panel. All right, guys, so there you go. I mean, you decide for yourself. You saw the girl jumping up and down on the hatch. You saw the PVC air pipes. You saw that little plastic air system. You saw the door. The door's not gas tight. It's not airtight. It has nothing that I consider that makes it a good bunker. So, guys, you have a choice. Decide if you want that or if you want something that somebody else made. There are people out there that make good bunkers, okay? I'm just saying, I don't think these people are one of them. I would never buy one of their bunkers, and I know the industry well. If I went out of business and I had to buy a bunker, that would be the last person in the world I would buy one from. Matter of fact, I just wouldn't buy one from them because I know how the people are and I know how their product is, okay? Is their welding fine? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with welding. Welding is welding. It's just the engineering. There's no 90-degree turns, no proper air system, no bulletproof hatch, no steel air pipes, no condensation pipes. It's not gas tight. There's just a lot of things that I don't like about the shelter. But anyway, guys, you know what? The world needs to know about rise and nest bunkers, okay? They've attacked everybody long enough. It's about time people in the industry stand up to it. And I'm going to be the first one to stand up to these bullies, okay? Because they are big, bad bullies. But anyway, guys, appreciate you watching my video. Take it to heart what I said. See you on the next video.